Thank you for joining us today for the virtual Sunday service with the Center for Creative Living. CCL, a charter of the Universal Church of the Master, has served and supported the spiritual needs of its community here in the Bay Area for over 20 years.
Just have plays or something like that. Game night, yeah. Something. And so we got your emails. We know how to get a hold of you. And so we had the thought. And as you know, this is my 25th year with CCL. So I've been doing this for a long time. Thank you. Yeah. But we found that we have to get modern. And Zoom is what all the younger people are doing. All churches are feeling it. So this is it's not that we're doing anything wrong. It's just people are getting so used to staying home and using Zoom that it's just feeding into their home. And we like that idea. But we also like the idea of you having interface at times. So we're going to build that in. And we're looking at Thanksgiving at the beach. I don't know, except for Jan, if any of the rest of you have been to.
Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic. Because we go to Sea Cliff, and it's beautiful weather, and everybody brings something to share. And it's a great way to have Thanksgiving if you don't have a big family. You know, sometimes when you have a big family, it's nice to go somewhere else because you can bring them with you, and you know it's really great. So we're looking at that. So we're planning ahead. We're not just shutting down. We don't want to do that to you, and we don't want to do it to us. So I'm going to be teaching some classes, and we'll probably be doing them on Zoom. So we're trying to keep the energy of spirituality going, because each one of you is a little seed that is going to be sprouting more, and you're going to be helping people handle what's going on this year. This year is very, very difficult, and that's why I keep pushing. Don't argue with people, except that's who they are. You can't change anybody. And just think about, who have you ever changed their idea of something? And it's very seldom that you make that change. And so we want you, that's my spiritualist viewpoint. Don't argue with people. They've come about with their decision based on something, and you may never understand what's going on with them. Just love them unconditionally the way they are, okay? Then what else do we want to talk about? Oh, immediately after church, we're going to go have lunch at the 4th Street Bowl. Now, the 4th Street Bowl is, guess where? On 4th Street. The bowling alley. And that's where we used to always hang out when our church was on Cole. And we've got a room in the back. And so we're all going to be there. And it's a fun time. And you're not in where the bowling alley part is. You have it's a special room, so you're not listening to the crashing of balls and pins. We're not bowling. We're going there, and the food is good, and people are wonderful. So let us know if you plan on going, so we can call, because I'm going to call and tell them how many people are coming. And I got a call from Jong this morning. She's back from Canada, and she's exhausted. She sends her love and attention, but she's going to stay home this morning. So we want to thank her very much, too. Okay. Any questions about all of that?
I just want to acknowledge, Reverend Aileen and Reverend Gordon, how long you have held this community. How long you have created a safe place for us to come together and to be together in community, how you have created that environment for us to be healed and to heal. You've given us a chance to give and receive love. And to do that in person takes a lot of background effort on both of your parts. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work for Ed to set up. It takes a lot of work. And I just want to honor and thank you from the bottom of my heart for your gift.
Oh, thank you
to
so
our
much.
Community.
And
Gift to our community. And
I thank you, Janet. Was as busy as you've been to show up to do music on Sundays for us.
And she's going to continue.
And she's going to continue. She's going to on Zoom.
Absolutely.
And so, and the
Yeah.
thing is, she's busy all week, and she's doing so much for our community, all communities. And the fact that you're here today, we certainly do appreciate it. So let's give her a round of applause. Thank you, Jan, and for all of you,
Yeah.
happy Gay Pride.
Yes.
I looked in and I said, this is ridiculous. We don't have a Pride flag sitting right
I
here.
looked in the cupboard and what happened to our, we used to have a whole.
Whole slew, I don't know, but we're supportive. We're helping people be proud of who they are. And so just think of that today. You don't have to be gay to be proud of who you are.
No.
Did we mention that Bob has a church?
Yes, and Robert Ingold
Yes.
has a church.
Sundays.
What Sundays do you hold your church?
The first and third Sunday.
First and third Sundays, and it's a spiritualist church, and it's on Cottle Road. And you can talk to him afterwards if you want. You gonna go to lunch with us?
No, actually, I have personal issues to deal with a relative.
Okay, well, that
Well, we
takes
will send
precedent.
energy to you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, and he's not here proselytizing. He's here because he and I have the same belief that when you're interested in being a spiritualist, you like having a place to go to meet other people that have the same thoughts. So we don't compete, we assist. So think of that when you're dealing with anybody else. You're not competing with them, you're assisting them. Big difference. And Ed, we want to thank you
Yes.
so much for all you've done.
Absolutely.
Yay. Thank you,
Amazing,
thank
Ed.
you. He has been here every Sunday. He's helping us get our place ready to do Zooming. It's just been incredible having this a young man helping us. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Ed.
And another thing to consider that Ed had brought up is starting service at 9.
And we might be starting service earlier, like at 10 o'clock on Zoom, because you
Yeah.
don't have to get dressed. You can watch us from your bedroom, you know? You don't have to.
Really, I can?
Yeah. You'll find out what I'm doing in the other room. So it's kind of fun. Also, we have, when we close, we have some muffins over there that are gluten-free. And they're ginger muffins, and you want to grab one if you're famished and can't make it over to the bowling
And
alley.
there's coffee.
And there's coffee.
And Robin from Chris and Robin made
Robin made
the little
the
mini, so take a couple.
Yep. Anyway, anything else anybody wants to announce?
Oh, but the thing about what time, we'd like your input.
Yeah, if you could give your input on what time you think the church should start, we'd appreciate it. We appreciate your input on everything, because this is, it's going to take a month for us to calm down to get into that flow of Zooming. So let us know if it's going.
I vote for 10.
Vote for 10? And then that leaves it.
If you have other things you have to do,
You could,
free.
right. Sounds good.
And
And,
we'll still need speakers, so.
yep, we'll still need
everybody's
speakers.
still invited to send in a talk, or to come to our house and give the talk from there. I mean, if people want to attend, you can come.
Parky, I need to on
I'm sorry.
This
If-
won't happen at your home.
If people want to come in person, I think we're setting it up so there's going to be some chairs, if you want to do that.
Right.
So,
We'd love to have people visit, and we're not dying. We're just backing up a bit and cutting our expenses. So that's what's happening. Reconfiguring, yes.
yeah, it's a 2.0.
CCL 2.0. 3.0, I think this is.
That's 3.0.
Yeah, we've been through a few, yeah. What you don't know is a little background here. The name CCL, Center for Creative Living, was started by a Science of Mind church. And when that church folded, I thought, I love that name. And I went down, and sure enough, they hadn't redone it, and it was open to get. So the Center for Creative Living, as a name of a church, has been going on for 40 years. Wow. And I've been doing it for 25. So we just got a lot of energy here with this. And I think we talked long enough for Brianna to come through the door. That's great. Hi there. Yeah. So don't forget, if you're going to join us for lunch, let me know. So because as soon as we get done, I'm going to call the bowling alley and tell them how many people we have coming. And we'd love to have you join us for Corky's birthday. The only other thing that I can think about is the fact that you have wanted music and singing. So what we want, anybody who sings, like Brianna, like Jan, to sing, because that's going to be something interesting to do on Zoom.
Well, and we're thinking that we're not going to not post it on YouTube.
Yeah, and not to show it on YouTube. We haven't been getting that many hits. We'll let you know. So as you can tell, all of this is in the works. And,
So then if we just put it
and
on our
Mary,
website.
you can come over to our house and watch us Zoom if you want. Okay, so you don't feel abandoned. We don't want any of you to feel that way.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'd like to start with a prayer.
Awesome.
If you don't have anything else, so all right. If you could all. Do you want to grab your guitar and I bet you we can move this prayer into a meditation. So just take a nice deep breath and put your feet flat on the floor. And today is a pride in who you are. So many times we forget to thank God, the Creator, blessed be. Thank your Creator for who you are. If who you are is somebody who is a vegetarian, if you're gluten-free, if you love somebody else, you could be gay, trans. Creator doesn't care. I know that sounds strange. But Creator sees each one of us as glowing energy. So right now, as you take another deep breath, visualize yourself glowing. And from the very, very bottom of your shoe, bring up energy, bright and sparkling. And let that energy flow up. And as you feel that energy, you realize your feet feel alive. Your legs, and your knees, and your hips. You're awakening spiritually, just like you do physically. You're awakening spiritually as a child of Creator. And let that energy flow up through your hips, through your body. And let that energy flow all the way up to your throat, so that all day today you'll speak about how prideful you are of being a child of Source. And then as you inhale, feel that pride of energetic being go through your body. And then come all the way up so that the words you say today are of love and kindness, a reflection of spirit within you. And then go all the way up to your eyes so that what you see today, no matter if you're visualizing where you want to go or if you're actually seeing somebody who is unhoused, someone who's going through a difficult time, you might see somebody who is in a wheelchair, and instead of saying, "I'm so sorry," let them know they're important. So today you're going to let yourself know how important you are, a pride in who you are. But take that energy and put it out there and help other people feel that strength. Because you know, Creator, we believe in you. We believe that you can help us manifest a sense of well-being. And we thank you for giving us this life, this love, and this joy in all there is. Just as you've promised in so many religions, we are an extension of you. And we thank you so much, Creator. for being there when we need you. And so it is. And now, as we open our eyes, I'm wondering what Jan Jan's going to do with this.
Oh, we are rising from the ashes of our self-doubt and our isolation. We are stepping forward into our power, into our selfhood, into our freedom. We are rising out of the ashes of our past. We are rising to the peak of our potential, and we shine. We are rising over the mountain of our struggle. Here we are coming into our full power of our soul. And we are rising, rising into our freedom. We're rising, rising into our deepest love. We are rising, rising into our fullness. We are rising, rising into ourselves. Oh, remember the innocence you had as a child. The world opened up in front of you, and you were free and wild. Call upon that innocence, that purity of strength. Call upon that power that speaks the language of love. And we are rising, rising to ourselves. We are rising and reach out that hand to help. And we are rising, rising to be all we can be. And we are rising, oh, you and me. Let's sing a song of freedom, oh, freedom. Fill my body with the energy and all I need to be myself in the world. And I am rising, holding the hands of my community. We are rising, oh, rising together, and we're free. Oh, we are rising, rising into the love. We are rising, rising, earth and above. We are rising into our deepest potential, and we are rising, and we reach out our hand, and we are free in our heart and all that we know. is in this moment with our outstretched soul.
Just take a nice deep breath and feel yourself rising. Your individual soul connecting to Source. And so it is. And thank you so much, Janet. That was wonderful. Well, we asked before some of you got here if we had any birthdays today, and it's coming up this week. And we found that we had one, and Corky Whitaker, happy birthday! Yeah, and I told her earlier, she was getting silver beads.
Silver bead.
I think you can wrap them twice.
You can wrap it twice.
I can wrap it twice. Let's see
Look at
what
you go.
happens.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
I knew you could do it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Mwah.
Okay, there you go.
Hi, everybody.
A birthday girl.
Okay, are we ready?
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. Yay!
Woohoo! I'm alive.
You're alive. Isn't it wonderful?
Yes.
And you can pull your. Jeannie, would you help her with her beads and back? Your back beads. I've heard today we're going to be hearing from our wonderful Aileen, as we call her, West Coast Aileen. And the next, I'm going to be speaking for the next two, and then Reverend Becca Thompson is going to be speaking on the 21st. She is one of the best speakers I know of. She is as angelic a being as you've ever met, and so I'd love to have you there. And then we're going to be talking about CCL's new life, and that's coming up. Before then is Minister Lauren Coover, and she is one of our new ministers, and she's going to be speaking. But the 4th is when we're going to be starting to do our wonderful Zooming. So I'm sure, I call it coordinates. And what is it? It's not coordinates for the Zoom. It's what? What do you call it? Link. Thank you. I love coordinates. I just see that's the way I feel about it. You have to get zooming. So, and now I'd like you to. Are you ready, Aileen? Yeah. And, hopefully.
Let me hang on.
Okay. Hopefully, you were here for the first part of this, because it's a wonderful talk that she is going to be giving, and everything about it. And also, are you going to talk more about Qigong today? Yes. Okay.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, so hello, good morning. Good morning. So where we left off, I'm just going to scroll real quick through the slides because I think I can do it big. Yeah. Okay, good morning. So the last story was about how I ended up coming here to America, and with a lot of crazy happening. And let's see if this works. Hey, just scroll real quick. And with all those crazy happening, it made it tough to kind of figure out what my life was. And then I had my big fall, and and I was in crutches. I was in a lot of pain. So I put out to the universe, because we went hiking, my husband and I, so I was in crutches and trying to get a carton of juice, fell down, and out of work a lot, so finances, etc. And so I just said to the universe, if there's anything out there that will help me to walk again, just walk, not run, not jump, anything. I would promise, and as long as you're good, caveat, I promised I would teach it to the world. And so kind of interesting, odd things started happening. My girlfriend, who was in LA, said, come down and see this acupuncturist who's a lineage holder. And she said, I can help you heal in like 3 visits for the amazing high price of $30 at the time, 30 years ago, so it was worth it to fly Southwest down. And then by the 3rd visit, she said that you need to do something called Qigong. And I'm like, okay, like what's that? Because even though I was in Singapore, I didn't know. And she's like, well, there's lots of Qigong masters up in the Bay Area. When you find somebody, then you can come back and see me. And if you don't practice, it's kind of come back again, the back pain, the knee injuries, the foot pain, because life happens, you know? So then the other interesting synchronistic odd things that happened was somebody introduced me to the Qigong master. I went for a Qigong a meditation retreat at the Land of Medicine Buddha. They had provided the monk who had blessed our wedding. And then there was a lady who was teaching Qigong there. So she was my first Qigong teacher. And it was like a shaking kind of Qigong. That kind of shaking Qigong is supposed to release the tensions in your life.
Can we
That's
do
type.
that right now? Can we just do that?
You can anytime. So back in the day when I was in Singapore doing my written exams, and you just write forever, and then you're just naturally shaking. You can always shake to release stress, right? We do that naturally. So I was learning along the way what you can do to relax your body, right? So then this woman brought my Qigong master to Santa Cruz. And so that was my Qigong master. But then I was still very stressed, and when I didn't practice the Qigong, not very good student, okay? The pain would come back again. It's like, oh my God, Chen Ming, the acupuncturist in LA, was right, so I can't go back to see her. I'm like in trouble now, But yet, how did I get from chaos to peace in 30 years? Because this was back in 94. So as I was learning from him, Dr. Hu always said that to relax the body is the first priority. And 3-4 ways to relax the body is first shift your weight. And in shifting weight, you can go shift your weight in your chair where you're at. I learned to shift weight left and right, back and forth, just back and forth. And this is little simple thing. And it was always amazing to me that with just these simple things, right, I'd feel better. Yeah, just going inside, the inside of the legs or knees and back on the outside. And then also back and forth, the other opposite way. So left and right, front and back, and then also up and down. In terms of shifting weight, the directions for shifting weight. And the breathing would be natural, that as the movement is down, you just feel good and want to relax and breathe out, exhale. And you come back up, you want to inhale, right? So first piece is to relax the body. Left, right, up, down, front, back. And then the other way to relax is making circles. Because no straight lines, right? No corners. So then I could play with the chi ball. Okay? And that would be all the 3 dimensions of up, down, left, right, front, back, yeah? Just relax and try to move whole body. Now at the time, whole body really hard. It's like, and I was like, I'm young, and this old guy, old dude, it's like, how come he can move so smooth? Because he says, you're just not relaxed. And a million miles an hour, my mind would go. You ever feel that?
Oh, yeah.
Right? And it's and like panic and job and the husband, new husband, okay, nice new husband, which I didn't know how to be with, right? I just did not know. So what it was with the relaxation is that I started understanding what it meant by yin and yang. Yin and yang, any child, 2, 3 years old, they can tell you light and dark and peace. No, they can't say peace, but like I go sleep, I wake up, you know. But it's like, how do you be soft? You know, how it's okay to have actually tension, but you cannot hold it for too long. And after the tension, how do you let it go? How do you come back to balance? And that was the trick, because when I didn't practice, the pain come back, right? The pain come back because the chi, okay, will get blocked. Because even though I was young, because of all this childhood trauma, it all stored in my central nervous system. Yeah, and he always says, you need to shift weight, you need to relax so that the peripheral nervous system and the central nervous system, the chi can come back from, go out from center to the periphery and come back again. Okay? So that was like an interesting sensation, because like I never did that before, and other than when the acupuncturist, right, you feel the zap and it's like, okay, that really hurts, but actually it released the tension. Yeah? And then I learned over time that the Tao, nature, is always trying to come back to balance. And releasing resistance will allow nature to come back with ease. That nature, the Tao, is both intimate, impersonal, and infinite all at the same time, you know. And I had these misplaced, mistaught belief systems that, you know, only good things can happen to good people, bad things that happen to bad people, when in fact, it's just not personal at all. And I had to learn, now this is a 30-year journey, learn to let go, and learn just to do my best, and that's okay, to forgive and to release, and that I can love at the same time and not be so scared anymore. Okay? So relaxing was quieting the body, reconnecting the mind via the breath, allowing us to hear the infinite wisdom from the infinite mind. And meditation was hard, still is hard, you see. And he said, that's because your energy is stuck. You know?
Did you say stuck? Or
Stuck. Your energy is stuck. You know, he's like, why are you so angry? My Qigong master, Dr. Who. Why are you so angry? You're so young, you know? And you're so lucky. I'm not, why so lucky, right? I got these crazy people, and somehow the stories would always still be repeated all the time. And I have a curved back scoliosis on T5, and T5 in Chinese medicine, UB15, that's actually the heart chakra. So I always felt like you have, what is it called, monkey on your back, right? It's always there. And then every time I do the Qigong, right, and I did it with bent back, and he'll always tap, 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 tap on the back. He's like, let it go, 放松, relax, relax. you know. So, and as I learned, I realized that the Qigong, we have a lot of different movement. As I mentioned, the 3 dimension of movement. And so and anything that causes the movement, your activities, your food you eat, work you do, that's all movement. Water you drink, air you breathe, that's all to move the qi, right? And then going all the way to the other end from movement, you have awareness, which is the non-tangible part, which is a non-tangible part of qi influencing my beliefs, my thoughts, my emotions, my feelings. And to Chinese medicine, it's like, even though it's non-tangible, it's as important, if not more so, if you can move that part than the physical. Because once you've shifted your reality, once you've shifted your beliefs that, oh, you know, I can't stand the NATO family, right? They did all these bad things to me, but once I could like shift to, well, maybe they didn't realize what they did was hurtful. Maybe they were hurt as kids too. Once I shifted that, then the energy could start to release. And the only way from movement or the stuck energy in my body to awareness that I can forgive them was the breathing. The bridge was that breathing. That, you know, today can't breathe, can't move so well, it hurts. But let's see if I can try and relax, as Dr. Hu said, and move down and up. And maybe the ulcer would start to release and relax. Yeah? And then it's like, maybe I don't need to be so mad after all, like Dr. Hu says. You know? So, and as I moved, the practice is such that I could release, and it was okay for me to receive back again. So at the time, it was just the movement, just do that. But over time, I'm like, oh, it's okay for me to ask for what it is I want. And it's okay to just go from yin, darkness, and it's okay for me to be in the light. I don't have to struggle that much anymore because after all, they're not actually here, my family. They're kind of here. They're kind of here when I'm having bad days, but it's like, so why do I want to keep it here anymore? Because it don't feel good. Because I realize over time is that everything that we're ever trying to do in life is that we want to feel good. You know, and I can slowly, with the practice, a strong practice, even though it seems so easy, I can just let it go. I can just be in allowance. Because as my teacher says, that why struggle? You know? If it's tight, then maybe can I just try to breathe? Maybe can I just try to let it go? Yeah? Maybe can I just try to reach up more, expand? Maybe can I just try to move whole body a little bit more? Yeah? And then he's like, how nice is that? How nice is that? And so these were simple words he was saying, but the effect was so profound. You know, he always say that you like horse. You know, why so wild? Just 放松, calm down. Yeah? If you're tired, rest a while. Yeah? Yeah? If you little bit no energy, then just walk slowly. Why must rush? And then so all the energies in the world, the yin, right, is usually dark, shady, quiet. But then also, if it's too much, too dark, it's just fear. And the opposite of that, what's the opposite of fear? And fear usually we store in the kidneys, in the low back. So that's why I had so much back pain and bone injuries related to kidney energy. So what's the opposite of fear? Anybody?
Courage.
No. That is the opposite energy that you want for the kidneys to store, yes. But elsewhere, what's the opposite, totally different vibration from fear?
Joy.
No? Yes. Daddy's got it. Love. Love. Because another Qigong master wrote the Chinese characters when in a class, said Qi equals love. Love equals Qi. And so that is stored in the heart. And Chinese medicine, they say, is the emperor, right? Without the emperor, right? I translate it to empress, right? I just need to step out of the fear and into the light and own my light. Yeah. And so all the other emotions, negative emotions, is actually, whether it be anger with the liver, whether it be anxiety with the stomach spleen, overexcitation, even the heart, the negative, you're like, kind of a manic panic, laughter, you're actually, that's also a negative. And whether it be in sadness, this country, a lot of sadness, a lot of excess, yeah? All this is actually subset of fear, right? Different varieties of, and I had that in excess too, because I used to, operative word, used to have gastritis, now totally healed up. Totally healed up, 100% healed up. And if there's slight weakness, I know what to do. Yeah. And so this is how it flows, and blue is the energy of the kidneys. And then if that is weak, then the liver is the commander, it can get overdoing too much. And then the heart and spleen and the and the lungs. So these are all the body meridians. How they flow. With that, over time, I learned a lot of Qigong. I started teaching. That took about 6 years. The body kind of became a bit stronger. I got to go back to LA to visit the acupuncturist. And then because I had young kids at the time, so we go Disneyland, right? And go see her. And then she said, okay, so now that you saw the Qigong master, you must teach. So that's when I started teaching. After I started teaching, okay, you start teaching, now you must go back to school. I'm like, what? When's this going to end? So I went back to TCM school because I thought the other kids wouldn't come. And then when I was in school, it's like, oh my God, you're having twins. So when you're in the light, yeah, the universe really gives you more than enough, more than what you asked for. And then so I learned about the body, understanding the strength of the heart when you're in balance, how it connects to the universal magnetic chi field. And then along the way, as I went on, I became a Qigong therapist and learned how it connects with the 12 primary chakras. I'm planning to be writing a book about putting it all together, because I always see it as separate systems. I haven't seen it like all together, and so if it's not there, I got to do that. So that'll be the path. And basically, I learned that I need to be gentle, need to forgive. Because if I'm in judgment, then they're judging me too. And, we're all just human. They didn't know. They didn't know. It's a big trauma. And I can release that because I've learned how to become more in my power, more in my presence of mind, more grounded. Learn to relax with the Qigong. Learn to refocus my attention. If I don't like what's happening, so even if it's irrelevant to my current situation, I like puppies, so I have pictures of puppies. And I just look at that. Because it's a totally different vibration. Fear and love cannot be in the same vibration, in the same space. The only feelings that I can be in the same place is something which I saw in the comedy family ties called, and it was Shappy, being shocked and happy because they had another baby on the way, so Shappy. Yeah, but, and then I slowly learned to trust my instincts. And the way trusting the instincts was that as I released the tension, as I released the monkey mind, then I could actually hear and pay attention to the bodily responses coming in. And that does the wisdom. The wisdom. And I could actually start to hear. So the story, last fall, I became more inward looking, partly because the Qigong master passed 3 years ago. And then I'm driving my merry way after dropping my kids off. And suddenly, tree-lined streets near my kids' school, and suddenly I hear stop. And I'm like, okay, why stop? Nothing here, right? And then there was a stop now. And I slam on my brakes, like, okay, no reason. And then the car in front stopped. So had I not stopped then, I would have crashed. And really what happened was that there was another car coming out from the side of these tree-lined streets I cannot see. So I thank my guide for guiding me that, yes, no extra accident that my husband would be upset with. And insurance go up again, So releasing the tension let me actually be more conscious. It was not just stop, but there was a tightness in the stomach for no reason, and I know I'd cleared myself already all those years ago. So relaxing is a marvelous thing. And if anyone wants to learn to do that and reconnect your energy, I'm your girl. And I can claim my empress. I just taught a 5-day, 6-hour-a-day retreat last week to release the fear from the kidneys and fill them up with lots of qi. Refill up your adrenals so that we can be full and step into our light and be in our emperor, empress. So, yeah, that's kind of a short story.
Thank you so very much. That was wonderful. Thank you.
And my contact info if anybody
Oh,
would
great.
like it.
Thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Take a picture if you want.
How many of you have you've done Qigong? Anybody else? Oh my gosh, it's wonderful. It's amazing. It's a gift. And you might want to talk to Aileen afterwards, and maybe you have a
And I've
business
taught it,
card or something.
I've taught it online, and I'm in the midst of creating a Qigong app also. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Oh, we really do appreciate that. That was a wonderful talk. Thank you so very much. That was great. Oh my goodness, we're going to pass the basket. I'm sure, Mary, are you ready to do that?
Ready.
And for those of you who want to do it, be like me, who can never remember it, on the back of your program, it says, I give thanks for my spiritual community. I live in a world of freedom and abundance. I am happy to support my spiritual community. Thank you, Universal Spirit, for your everlasting love and support. And so it is. Yeah. And Mr. Ed, do we have anybody on Zoom?
Yes, we do, and I would like.
And you're going to kind of...
Jokes for just a minute.
I'm going to tell Joe. My gosh. Wow. A funny thing happened to me on the way here. No, we didn't get lost. Last week we got lost. We went to pick up John, and I don't know what happened. We were wandering around in a community we didn't know anything about. And today we listened to our wonderful phone, and she directed us, and it's amazing how much better she did at directing us than Corky did, Sometimes you have to, you just keep hoping you're going to hit the right street or whatever. So I found in life that that's true. We quite often need direction. We want to flow. We want to do it ourselves. Have you ever taken care of a 2-year-old who wants to do it themselves? And you have to stop them a minute and say, here, let mom do it for you. Well, this is the same thing we were doing driving. We could have listened to Siri, we could have listened to somebody tell us on the phone, but oh no, we're going to do it ourselves. So, but it all worked out. I want to thank you so much for what a wonderful thing going on here. And are we ready? Ed, did I tap dance enough?
Yes, yes, you
Thank you.
excelled. Okay, so I sent a good morning. And then Patty and Joyce, good morning all. Happy sunny Sunday to you. And then Ann from the north, good morning all. And let's see, Patty and Joyce again. I had asked them, is the sound okay? We had a hiccup. Sounds good so far. There's a little echo, but really good otherwise. And Ann, yes, sound is good. But here comes the salient point. I so miss Thanksgiving at the beach. Janice chimed in. I miss Thanksgiving at the beach too. And then Janice went on, I miss the after-church brunches too. Ann from the north, me too. There's a lot of me too going on. Patty and Joyce, oh, yay, Ed, thank you for all you do. Okay. Patty and Joyce, it's too much tech stuff. Let's see, more tech stuff. Finally, Patty and Joyce, yay, Corky, happy birthday. And from the north, happy birthday, Corky.
Thank you.
Let's see, from Lisa Karpinski, happiest of birthdays, Corky. 4 hearts, 4 smiles, I love you much. That's Patty and Joyce, great talk, Aileen, so inspiring and informative, thank you. I triple that, I was impressed. I have not seen her in action before. And I'll have you know, the short cable, I'll show you the video. It was much better than you being right alongside the TV. They could read, I could zoom. It was perfect, Aileen. So there was a reason I forgot the long cable. Age. Let's see. Oh, okay, from Lisa Karpinski. What is her contact info? And Janice, to everyone, wonderful talk. Ann from the north, wonderful talk, Aileen. Thank you for the great information. And let's see, Janice, ditto, Lisa, can you put it up? And they're talking about the contact information. And let's see, from Ann, thank you for the meditation, song, and talk, Dottie and Jan. Miss you all. I will be at the 4th Street in my here today. Sometimes there's typos. Heart. So, okay. So, Aileen, could you just go to the mic? Like sit next to Dottie and just give your, how they get a hold of you? Okay.
Right now, if you want to share, well, I can share. Can I share? No, what?
Like an email address or your website?
Yeah. It's up
Oh,
on the
there it is.
screen.
Okay.
You could,
Hang on, I didn't.
you can connect with the.
Let me zoom in and see
Right, and
if
that's
it
what it
works.
is. Yeah, so it's, I'm in Cupertino. Qigong at hotmail.com.
Okay, Zoomers, it's now or never. Let me know. Is that zoomed enough?
QIGIRLS. Qigong at hotmail.com.
All right. If not, reach out to Dottie if this wasn't enough. One new message. Wait a minute. Let's see what the new message is.
Sure.
Lisa, yes
3 minutes.
with 2 exclamations. Okay.
3-minute meditation?
Yes.
Like
Right,
real?
let's do it.
Okay.
We're gonna do a 3-minute meditation?
Yeah, real quick, okay. Okay, inhale. Where you're at, you can bring your hands up or you can imagine if it's too close, but bringing the golden sun in through the crown, front, middle, to the back of the head. And exhale, relaxing the forehead, eyebrows, cheeks, mouth, neck, throat, chest, and mid-upper back, tummy, mid to lower back, below belly button, down the sides of your legs, inside, outside of the legs, inside, outside of your knees, inside, outside of your calves and shin, ankles to the feet, down to the earth, sending energy, connecting with the earth's core. And as you inhale, imagine the warmth of the earth's core coming up the imaginary roots through the legs, to the hips, to your low back, to your kidneys, and breathe into the lower dantian, the area below your belly button. We give thanks to the universal energy for the love, the support, and the kindness to us. We give thanks for our family, our community, this church. We give thanks for all the animals and plants, mountains, valleys. We give thanks for everyone living to their highest good. And so it is. Om Mani Baby. Om Mani Baby. Om. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you all so very much for being here. And don't forget, we're going to, you have coffee if you want. You could have a muffin if you want. And then if you haven't told me you're going over to have brunch with us for Corky's birthday at the 4th Street Bowl, let me know, because I need to call in and let them know how many people are coming. See, what you don't realize is that there's people who've already signed up that don't come to church. So you're going to be meeting some new people. Aileen, are you going to join us? Okay. And Mary, do you think you can join us?
I'm going to make a phone call and then I can tell you.
Okay, sounds wonderful. And Brianna, thank you.
Dottie will join you.
What?
Will join you.
Yes? The two of you? Okay. And John is going, and yeah, I got you, and you're busy, so Robert's not able to join us. Ed, we're going to come with us, so hey, this is going to be fun. And, is there anybody doing a strip or anything exciting, Corey?
Wrong church.
Well, one time we had hula dancing, and another time it was a football game, and we never know what they're going to have in that back room. So, and when you get to the 4th Street Bowl, say you're here for Dottie. If you don't come in the right door, there's 2 doors in there. One's for the cow shop, and the other one's for the dining room. And so you're heading for the dining room. So,
And add one more, I think Corey might be able to come.
okay, so that's great. So we got Corey down here too. And
Yes.
thank you so very much. This is going to be exciting. And any last minute words before for Ms. Yeah, Ms. Corky. Yeah, thank you for being here, and we really appreciate it.
You know, refresh how to get there, like you get on 880 North and take what exit?
First Street, 4th Street.
First Street.
No, it's First Street.
Take the First Street exit, hang a left, and then you cut over to 4th Street, is that how?
On Gish.
On
So
Gish.
you go up first and Gish. Do you remember where CCL used to be? Where we had our
It's the one
HIV
on the right.
retreats?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's right across the street.
Ask your phone.
Exactly.
Yeah, 4th Street Bowl, it'll give you the fastest way. Yeah. Okay, thank you all so very much, and hugs all around. Thank you. Thank you. And we have some brochures that Robert brought, some book. What?
Publications, or guideposts, mysterious ways, and
Okay, and they're on the back table, so you might want to peruse, okay? Sounds great. Thank you so very much for attending. And thank you again, Aileen. It was great.